When it comes to cleaning your canister filter, you should definitely be on a schedule, whether that's every month, every 3 months, or every 6 months. Whenever you do clean your filter, take note of the date, write it down, take a picture, stick it on your fridge, send yourself an email, whatever, but make sure you take note of that date and stick to that schedule as long as everything is going well in your tank. But the question is, how do you set that schedule to begin with? How do you know when it's time to clean your filter? I know this could be a struggle for many beginners in the hobby. Should I? Shouldn't I? Is the water cloudy because the filter's dirty? Are the fish okay? Should I give it one more weekend? Trust me, I know that struggle, and it's okay. Would be nice if your filter just sent you a text like, clean me. By the way, Fluval, that idea is patent pending, so... Okay, let's get serious. The first sign that it's time for you to do a filter cleaning should be your flow rate. Does your flow rate look like this or like this? When you notice your flow rate start to reduce, that's a good sign that you should be considering a filter cleaning. Your flow is reducing because gunk is piling up inside your filter, your sponges are getting clogged with detritus, and water is having a hard time getting through your sponges and back out to your tank. Which means it's time to clean those sponges out. Now, once you've decided to pop that bad boy open, now is the time to examine your filter and determine just how dirty the filter is. If it looks disgusting, like bugs and maggots have been fornicating in paradise, then yeah, you waited too long. Just kidding, it's actually not that dirty at all. Fortunately, I don't have any filters that are absolutely disgusting. However long it's been since your last cleaning, it's been too long. Next time, make sure you do it sooner. Much sooner. And if it's your first time doing a cleaning on this filter, now you know for next time, don't wait so long. But if you pop it open and things still look pretty clean in the filter, like white sponges still look white, water in the canister is relatively clear, then your cleaning is too soon. Most canister filters can go a long time without needing a full cleaning. They're designed this way, so don't be surprised if you pop it open and it's really not that bad. You can still go ahead and clean the filter since you've already removed it from the tank and you've already opened it up. Might as well give it a cleaning, but take note of how long you waited since your last cleaning, and next time, push it back about a week or two before your next cleaning. This is the trick to finding your sweet spot. Eventually, you'll determine how long it takes for your filter on your tank with your bioload to need a cleaning. So how should your filter look if the timing is right? Let me show you. But first, if you've been enjoying this video or finding it helpful, make sure to hit that like button. By hitting the like button, you not only help the video and the channel reach more people, you're also telling YouTube what kind of videos you like so that YouTube will show you more just like this. What you want to see is brownish sponges and even some detritus floating around in the filter's water. Next tray of sponges, pretty much the same thing. They're not clean, but they're not super dirty either. Tray looks nasty, of course. When you squeeze the sponges out, the water should be brownish as well. But you don't want to see any waste on your biomedia. If detritus makes it through your sponges and onto your biomedia, it's going to clog its pores, preventing beneficial bacteria from growing on it. And that defeats the purpose of the biomedia. This can cause what bacteria you do have to begin to die off, and that can lead to ammonia spikes. And if you didn't know, ammonia spikes are the fastest way to kill your fish. You see the biomedia? In here I'm using Matrix. If you take a good look at it, there is no waste or detritus piling up on this bag, which means that all the mechanical filtration before the biomedia was doing its job and keeping all of the detritus away from the pores of the biomedia. One more clear sign that it's time for a filter cleaning would be a dirty or cloudy looking tank. Sorry, I don't have any footage of that either. But if you've been consistent with your water changes and vacuuming and following all the best maintenance practices, but your water still looks dirty, dusty, cloudy, then it could be one of two things. One, your fine mechanical filtration and or your chemical media may need replacement. Fine mechanical media will get clogged up and need replacement much sooner than your filter is going to need an entire cleaning. And chemical media in general needs to be replaced about every month or so. Specifically when using carbon. When carbon is full and cannot absorb any more of the organics in your water, it will begin to release what it has absorbed back into your water. By the way, links to the mechanical media and the chemical media that I use are in the description below. And number 2, your filter needs a cleaning. Replacing your fine mechanical media is one thing, but once your coarse and medium sponges get full and clogged, eventually the water is going to find its way around those sponges and stuff is going to get through to your biomedia, which we already discussed is a bad thing, but also all the way through your filter and back out to your tank. You've essentially just created a recycle of the dirty tank water through your filter back out to your tank. No bueno. By the way, again, this seems like a good opportunity to explain why it's a good idea to put your chemical media in the top tray of an FX6. Yes, most of us know the order of media in any filter. It's always the same, right? It's mechanical, then biological, and finally chemical. But the way that the FX series is designed, that would mean that your chemical media has to go in the bottom tray. But like we just went over, you've got to replace your chemical media much more frequently than you got to do an entire filter cleaning. So you got to open up your filter, pull out all the trays, separate them, dig to the bottom of the trays just to get out that chemical media. By doing that, you're disturbing a lot of your beneficial bacteria, maybe even some anaerobic bacteria, which is super hard to grow in a canister filter. But by disturbing the whole canister and pulling out all the trays so often, you're definitely not going to grow any anaerobic bacteria, which by the way is a super helpful bacteria that helps in reducing nitrates. Very beneficial. But I digress. So by placing the chemical media in your top tray along with your fine mechanical media, they can both be very easily accessible for replacement. Now I know what some of you are thinking, no, having the chemical media before the biomedia is not going to hurt any beneficial bacteria production. You're still gonna get a ton of ammonia and nitrite past your chemical media onto your biomedia, so that the beneficial bacteria still have food to eat. How do I know? Because not only was this awesome tip given to me by a veteran of the hobby, someone I consider to be a master fish keeper, thank you brother Jeff, but I've also tested it myself. I would never suggest that you guys do something that I haven't already tested myself on my tanks. And I can safely say this method works perfectly fine. Your tank is gonna remain cycled, and replacing your chemical and your fine media is gonna be a breeze. Once you found that sweet spot where your filter is perfectly dirty enough, but not too dirty, now you know exactly how long to wait in between your filter cleanings. As an example, on this overstocked 210 gallon African Cichlid tank, I run 2 FX6s and I alternate their cleanings every 3 to 4 months. Meaning every 3 to 4 months I clean one filter and the next 3 to 4 months I clean the other. Which means that each filter could have anywhere from a 6 to 8 month swing before needing a cleaning. Yeah, I know, the FX6 is an awesome filter. You hear that, Fluval? There I go again, promoting your products for free. As long as everything remains the same in your tank, meaning you haven't drastically changed the bioload by like adding 10 or 15 brand new fish all at once, as long as it's not something like that, then you should definitely stick to the same schedule or as close to it as possible for filter cleaning. When to do something to your tank could be just as important as how to do something. So make sure you watch the rest of the When To series right here, or if you're a beginner in the hobby, start with this playlist right here. Wherever you end up, I'll see y'all on the other side.